Hey everyone, welcome back here. So today we're going to take a look at Phoenix EOD Hydra. I actually purchased this the other day and it showed up rather quickly. I actually bought this on Amazon, so I took advantage of Prime. So this is a rinseless wash from Phoenix EOD. This is actually my second use of it. I actually used some to wash the Camaro the other day and it worked out really well. But again, this car was just dusty, it wasn't really dirty. But I did see the capabilities of what Hydra can do in terms of encapsulating like dust that was on the surface, and just overall its overall performance, it's pretty good. I think it could be better, of course, based on some of the other rinseless washes that are on the market right now. But from, like I said, it's a good rinseless wash. I think it definitely could be a lot better than what it is. I will mention that straight up here as we get started. So let me actually look at the product page so I can get you guys information, because I was just looking at it. So one of the nice things about this is it's priced really well here. So it's made in the USA. Again, price ranges from $10 to $45. This 16-ounce bottle, let me see, is $15. Again, I buy a small size because I test it out. Because if you go in all in on a product and then you don't like it, then you're kind of messed yourself up there. Okay, a gallon goes for $45. Again, priced really well for this on here. Now this is a polymer rinseless wash, and it tells you right here it's formulated with advanced emulsifying technology that gently yet effectively traps dust, dirt, and grime, pulling it away from your vehicle's surface, leaving behind a vibrant, streak-free finish. And you can pretty much use it on every surface, no problem. So the first thing you want to do is shake well before use. And I do think there's a lot of information in here that probably doesn't need to be in here, because it kind of confuses you as what you want to do. Because it states right here, simply add an ounce of Hydra to 2 to 3 gallons of water. I think if they just go back in here and it says 256 to 1, I think that's pretty clear. I think everybody knows that the standard dilution 256 to 1 is basically 1 ounce per 2 gallons on here, because it says for an average size vehicle you'll need 2 to 3 gallons of solution. Okay, keep the stuff in here for the soak a sponge, wash mitt, or microfiber towel, and you're ready to wash your vehicle. So you kind of keep that in here. Waterless wash 120 to 1. I think this information is good in here. Basically using one towel and go liberally. And then the clay lubricant, I think that's good information in there. 1 to 320. And it tells you in here, where did I see it at? Here. This rinseless wash saves tons of water and time by allowing you to wash your vehicle or wash your car from a single bucket. No hose, no rinsing, no hassle. Again, they're saying one bucket, which is how I would recommend to do your rinseless wash. I don't think you don't need 2 buckets. You don't need all that business. If your car is really dirty, okay, pre-soak it with your snow foam, whatever you want to do, rinse it off, and then proceed with your rinseless wash. Again, the hybrid wash style, it's catching on, right? That's like the new trend on YouTube. So if it worked for you, hey, keep on doing it. So let's get to it. So again, you want to just shake this up first. You can see that there is some surfactants in there because it does foam a little bit in there. Not enough to where you can foam it. And I just rinsed all this stuff out. So I'm going to pour in 45 milliliters of product because I have 3 gallons of water in there. Even though it says 256 to 1, or 1 ounce per 3 gallons, we'll use it the typical 256 to 1 dilution ratio, which means I'm going to be using 1 ounce for every 2 gallons. So 3 gallons, we're going to use 45 milliliters. Basically 30 milliliters is 1 ounce. 15 is half an ounce. Okay, pre-soak, just dunk your spray bottle in there. That's good. Now we have multiple sponges. Just grab your favorite sponge. I'm going to pump this up before we dunk those in there. So that Mirrorlix pump sprayer is pressurized. I am going to put in a towel in there as well. And we'll do both methods, but I'm actually going to be using dual sponges. That's my new wash process, is dual sponges. and we'll take one towel. And should we go in direct heat? Show you how it works in direct heat? Why the heck not? So it's not too hot right now at the moment. I'm actually out here beating the heat before it arrives. Actually, let me put this up. You can see how that dust that's on here. So I'm going to pre-soak the top. Oh, somebody's messing with my spray pattern. There we go. So we'll do with this side here. And you can see right now it's steaming off the glass. That's how, like I said, we're using it in direct heat. So we'll put that there, and then we'll grab a towel. And we'll see what it does in direct heat right there. You can see I do have dirt in here. You can see that right there. Just keep finding a spot where you don't have dirt on there, and just use every bit of the towel in here. I am coming back to grab this piece here. So you can see it's very O&R type, where it kind of pulls itself like a typical polymer rinseless wash. Okay, so you can see it's pretty dirty. I'm not going to dunk this back in because there was grass on there. Okay, so okay. Using it in direct sunlight. I didn't clean that little thing there. Let me fold this properly. Okay, so you can see I did a good job. It cleaned everything that was on here just fine. Just kind of flip my towel over. No need for a drying aid. If you want to use drying aid, by all means go for it. I don't think you need it. With the rinseless wash, you can see it's clean compared to this side, which has a nice, layer of dirt. And of course, we just had 4th of July as well, so things are relatively dirty just from all that firework residue. I'll wash both this panel here too. So let me just use up the rest of that towel. So I'll tell you the cleaning of it. The reason I can tell you it's not there yet is because if I dunk this back into the bucket, it doesn't clean my wash meat. It's again very similar to O&R. O&R and Absolute, those are good, but they're not strong cleaners. Like this is behind. It falls with them. So if you're looking straight polymer for polymer, Coach Chemi, well, I'll clean all of those. I should say all of these, meaning O&R, Absolute, And you can see how fast that dried on the surface. But watch. Look at that, no streaks. So that's a good sign. So if you are working in direct sun, you're not going to have a problem with it. Just again, shrink your panel. But as I was saying, Coach Kimmy will, from a strict polymer to polymer comparison, it will clean better than O&R, Absolute. I need to come back and clean in here. Absolute and Hydra. So again, I think if Hydra makes some design tweaks, it could be a contender. And just clean that lower pace. Okay, and look here, I'll just show you how it can clean without any pre-soak. Again, I'm not scratching glass. Got a lot of, I should have used the blower to blow all that stuff off. You can see it cleaned up pretty well. So I'm done with this towel, pretty much. Actually, I'll just raw dog it. Okay, so I'm basically done with this. Got a little grass and stuff on here. I probably once I'm done, I will dunk this back in the bucket. Maybe, you know what, I'll show you this when I'm done using it. But let's go ahead and use the sponge. I'm playing around with the towel. Okay, so I've been playing around with this ultra safe sponge. Now mine's been holding up pretty well so far, but you can see, I don't know if you guys, it's kind of hard to see, it's encapsulating a lot of the dirt particles in there. You can see this piece here is encapsulated, so it does do its thing. Again, typical polymer rinseless wash. And I was watching this other guy's video. I forget who that was. I think he's a newbie on. I forget where I saw him. He was saying that how he has dirty water still remain on the surface. A remedy for that is if you have two sponges, you can come back and just go over the surface one more time. Just like so, and it'll get rid of all that dirt that's in there. Because his concern was he's going to be rubbing dirt into the paint, and if you have like a soft black paint, you're going to be scratching something. Again, just go back over it one more time. If you have multiple sponges, even better. If you don't, just dunk your sponge back in and pull it out from the bucket, and you're good to go. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and just finish the other half. I got a little overspray on there. Okay. Okay. So again, pretty straightforward rinseless wash process. So what I think about it, like I said, I think it's not a contender with with like Hero or DIY, N914, FineLab V3, Coach Chemi, RRW, but it's pretty good. So I mean, I would choose this over O&R version 5. Definitely I would choose that. Lubricity's there. So it cleans well. I think it could clean a lot better. Sun friendly, which is always a good thing. I don't have to worry about getting any weird polymer spots or spotting from the rinseless wash. Works great with a towel, works great with a sponge. Other than that, I think it's a good product. Like I said, it just falls middle of the pack for me. It doesn't really stand out for me, but I think they're off to a good start with it, and I'm curious to see if they're gonna tweak this one to be even better. Like I said, increase its cleaning ability, and I think we have a winner and a competitor to something like Coach Chemi, RRW, Hero, some of these other ones that just clean better. But it does a good job. Does a good job of encapsulating dirt. You saw it, kind of just captures that dirt into the bubble of itself, and then that makes it easier for you to kind of clean that off with either your mitt or your sponge, and then you can just dry it and you're left with a nice clean surface. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the rest of the car. I think overall does a real good job. People always say your car's not dirty. Well, here's the thing. If you're an enthusiast, most of you like keeping your cars clean. I like washing my cars at least once a week if I can, to keep them clean. Now the reason for that is because I like my protection to have its top tier performance. If you let it go, that means more work in the back end where I have to decon and do all this funky business to kind of get my coating back to where it was. So if I stay on top of it weekly, bi-weekly, no problem. Less work for me up front versus more work in the long term. So again, thanks for watching. If you guys have any comments or questions on this, go ahead and post down below. Again, I think Hydra is actually, like I said, middle of the pack for me. It's a good product. I think it could be a lot better with some tweaks, and I'm sure Aaron's gonna take this feedback, run with it, and make Hydra even better to compete with at least my top 3 and maybe other users' top 5. So again, thanks for watching. And again, one last thing, I would use the same process on the wheels. Spray it, use my wheel brushes, wipe it off, and we're good to go. So again, thanks for watching. I will catch you next one. Take care, everyone. All right, everyone, welcome back. So I just transferred my solution to my wheel bucket. Let me take these out real fast before I start getting carried away with it. But here's the towel that I just pulled out, and I'm trying to see if I can fold this properly so you can see that there's dirt right here and right here. And so what I meant by the Hydra not cleaning the best, it does a good job, but if I dunk it in here without any agitation and pull it back out, see, I'm not getting all that off. So if I do a little bit of, this bucket before, let me just agitate it. And so if I agitate it, you can see it does clean it pretty well. So again, not a one dunk solution like Hero and some of these other ones like FineLab, nothing like that. But again, it does a pretty good job. So it clean the top pretty well. So I just want to showcase that. One last thing is, once you take it in there, it's not going to come out clean, so it does need some slight agitation against the grit guard on the bottom to really clean any remaining dirt from the towel. So just want to mention that, showcase that. It does do a good job cleaning. It's just not as strong as some of these other ones because it does need agitation to kind of aid that. If you wanted to, like, sometimes when I'm using multiple towels in a bucket like this, I will take my towels after I'm done and I'll put them back in the rinseless solution and then clean them out like a pre-soak, and then I'll just go ahead and wash them in the wash machine, just to kind of clean out all the heavy dirt that's in the towel. So I want to kind of just make a point of that. So if you guys have any comments or questions, go ahead and post down below. That is Hydra, and you can see that the car looks great. It's clean, no drying aids, nothing like that. Worked in direct sun, no issues, and again, overall a good product. I think it could be, again, just increase the cleanability just a bit more, I'm good with the lubricity that it has in here. I'm good with the wipe off. It's real smooth wipe off. Like that's those things should stay where they're at. It's just to kind of amp the cleanability up, and I think we're good. So again, thanks for watching. Catch you next one. Take care, everyone.